Alright, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's Tragic Life here with Final Fantasy VI. So last time, we did a whole thing about getting back to Vector because we opened the sealed gate. A bunch of espers came out very, very angry at the world, which, you know, they're justified. And they attacked Vector City. So we ended up going there to confront the Emperor. The Emperor told us that he no longer wants to fight and he's made a mistake and he wants to make things right. We had dinner with him. Yeah, weird. And he recruited us to try to go to the Crescent Island so that we can hopefully talk the espers out of, you know, continuing their angry run, you know what I mean? So we agreed. We don't trust him, but we agreed. So right now I'm going to go ahead and make my way back to the crash ship, which is, let's see. Alright. I think it's near Barrington? Miranda. So we're going to head towards Miranda. I'm going to do this off camera so you ain't got to watch me cut out 12 fights. Actually, let's see. I got equipment that's supposed to stop the random bites from occurring as much. So I'll keep you updated. Okay, be right back. All right, so we made it back here. One fight. So yeah, that thing really does work. So we wanted to come back here for a conversation. Where is Setzer? We want to talk to Setzer. Apparently, there's a good optional conversation here. That's worth doing. If I can find the guy. Also came back here so I can get a chocobo. So we can just run to the next couple spots, you know what I mean? Okay. Could I just make you guys make it? Okay. Where is Setzer? I'm really a little confused. I'm not finding the man. Okay. Well, if I don't find him, we can't have that conversation. That kind of sucks. Where is he? He's probably in here. Yeah. This is a nice ship you got here. The impact from the crash landing really banged up the engine. It's going to take a while to fix. Let me help you. I know my way around an engine. I think I'll pass. You know, we could really speed this baby up if we actually casino and streamlined her a bit. That's not open to discussion now. Will you please get out of here? Yeah, Banana Man. Banana Man? Oh well, we've been at least twice this past 2, maybe 3 times. Would have been. You really love this ship, don't you? It may be hard to believe considering how I live now, but I used to be a driven man. Really? I wanted to make this the fastest ship in the world and fly it across the open sky. That was always my dream. Is that any different from what you're doing now? Back then, there was a person who kept me working towards my dream. The pilot of this Falcon, the fastest airship ever made. At times we were friendly rivals, at times we were simply friends. We talk about our dreams, like which of us would be the first to sail beyond the sky to the stars. But then she vanished along with the Falcon, my naive fantasies disappeared too. Not real. Okay. Good information. Now I'm gonna go grab a Pokemon. Pokemon, yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Pokemon. We're gonna cross gender games here. A Chocobo, and I'm gonna go ahead and meet you at the sealed base. Okay. Be right back. All right, so we're here. So here now, there is something we just unlocked it. I haven't found it, so let's see. So I think we gotta go in here. Down into the basement. And we can now come in here, which has a lot of stuff. Yep. So this is the sealed basement thing that we unlocked in the Banquet game. So X potion. It should be Angel Wings. Okay, excuse me. Let's see, we got 8,000 gil. Nice. High ether. Nothing's great so far. Nothing's terrible. This is pretty good. The 8,000 gil was nice. Reflect ring. $13,000 gil, so that's let's see, 21,000 gil. Hermes sandal. Okay, so we'll come this way. 20,000 gil, so that's 41,000 gil. So that makes it almost worth it. Alarm earring, which I can sell because I'm never going to wear that. And another, no, not another, just angel ring. And an elixir. However, there is more in this room. But don't let it trick you. Okay. So we got 41,000 gil in this room. So right here, there's a Flametongue. Don't ask why it's in there. I don't know. Someone didn't want to keep it. They wanted to throw it away. Alright, so, excuse me. If you feel like it, completely up to you, you can return to the cave to the sealed gate, but there's really no point, so don't do that. Instead, we're going to go ahead and leave once I figure out how to do so. Okay. And we're going to head to Albrook, which isn't too far from here. So I'm going to go ahead and keep you on this, and we'll walk over. Because now we don't. How unfortunate. Alright, so let's try this again. This time I'm going to skip the desert. Alright, that was 3 jokers. I think this is Albrook. Alright, now that this town is open, we can go to the port area, which we couldn't earlier. Alright, we got a teleport, so let's go ahead and grab that first and foremost. And actually, before I move forward, let me make sure I don't need to power up any of my characters. I don't know if I'm supposed to have 2 people or if I'm supposed to have my full party. Alright. Talk to Leo. Ah, there you are. Another Imperial General and a man I hired back in town will be accompanying us as well. Let me introduce them. General Celeste and Shadow. Is something the matter? No, it's nothing. We depart tomorrow. In the meantime, I've arranged lodging for you at the inn. Please try to get some rest. Celeste. Oh, she ran away. Yeah, there's something there. Celeste. Alright. I'm working with the Empire, but don't worry. They didn't hire me to kill you. That's really good to know. Alright. Okay. So we're gonna go find the inn. Yep. Alright, so that's an armor shop. That's not... That's like the item shop. That's the... Where are you? Inn? Okay. Generally, I've already made arrangements for you to stay here by all means. Alright. You knew he was going to sneak away. Celeste, please, why won't you talk to me? I know, I doubted you, if only for a moment, but we can still be friends, right? Celeste! Turned into a love story here. Okay, wow. Alright, that was a little sappy. Wow. I went the long way to get to the end, didn't I? Alright, let's get going. Alright, let's go. The engines are all running smoothly, sir. We should arrive tomorrow morning. Why don't you rest until then? Alright, let's go talk to Leo. Having trouble sleeping? I hear your emotions have returned. It's strange, isn't it? The Empire used me, controlled my very thoughts, and now here I am cooperating with the same people. People are people. Not everyone in the Empire is like Kefka. So, what about you? I knew that you were being made to suffer through horrible experiments because one of your parents was an Esper. Yet I did nothing. I'm no better than Kefka. But you're not worse. If a human and an Esper can love one another, do you think a human and I could love each other? Of course. But I don't even know what it feels like to love someone. Don't worry about it then. It will come. You're still young. Someday you'll know. I'm sure of it. Yeah, this is a weird conversation. Get out of your head, Terra. But I want to know now. Just like a spoiled woman. It's not a negative. Who's there? I thought I'd sleep out under the stars. Did you hear what we were talking about? I didn't mean to listen in. So, I can't help you. Those are answers you'll have to find for yourself. Terra. There are people in this world who've chosen to kill their own emotions. Remember that. Ugh. 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 Oh, someone's seasick. Okay. I thought maybe he was sneaking around and was cramping or something. World's greatest treasure hunter reduced to this. Sorry, bro. I don't know what that's like. I've been on a ship. I've never been sick. Thank God. Knocking on some wood over here, guys. Whew. All right. Well, okay. So let's see. Okay. We're almost to Crescent Island. When we make landfall, we'll split into two groups. I'll go with Celeste, Terra. You go with Locke and Shadow. If you find any clues as to where the Espers may be hiding, report back at once. Let's go. Shadow. I'm Locke. I am. Come on. Cold shoulder returned. Is there a competition for Locke's heart over here, or am I tripping? Alright, now that we're here, make sure you equip him. Alright, so he's generally a pretty good attacker, so we want to probably give him, I want to give him that, and then we're going to give him something that increases his attack. So we'll give him a Hyper-Wrist. Alright, how is everyone else doing? Alright, everyone's good. Also, you can give him an Esper. So I'm going to give him Siren, just because he needs one. So there is something we want to fight in the forest, although they are very strong, we want to do it anyway. There's actually two here we kind of want to find, but we got to be careful. That wasn't it. That was awesome, sir. What is this, a Devourer? Okay, so this is not the one we were after, but I'll take it. Alright, we learned Asuna. Cool. Not a very big island, so we should be fine. We'll probably find all three. Alright, there's three more Devourers. There's another forest up here. No, that's where we're going. Okay. Kind of weird to fight without Gal. Alright, there we go. So the Chimeras are kind of dangerous, but we definitely wanted to fight one because eventually we're going to get him with Gal. Alright, so we're going to go to steal from you. You can't do magic, but let's go ahead. Let's throw Shuriken. That wasn't too bad. Alright, so let's hit you with poison. That was pretty good. We'll throw another Shuriken at you. Alright, so we got the Chimera. Cool. That's one of the ones. The other one is actually a little bit more dangerous. So if you use the invisibility scroll against the Chimera, and then cast Berserk on the Chimera, you're invincible. You'll never lose to him. Alright, I want to get this last one. And then we'll get to the town, and that's what we'll end this video, guys. You guys got a game over in this one. There we go. Alright, so this can be problematic. These guys are dangerous. Well, one was. Let's go ahead and... Okay, or not. Whatever. Briareus. So that was one of the ones I really wanted to fight because we want Gao to learn that one. Big time. Apparently that's a really good one in the future. Alright, so... I think this is where we're going to end it, alright? So until next time, guys. Adios, amigos.